Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I am Dr. Nick Narima from the Department of Graphic Design and Digital Media, College of Creative Art, UiTM Malacca. You may call me Dr. Nick. Today we will again explore the topic of graphic design process. Our focus is on the second subtopic, the steps of creative design process. First, we will go through the steps of creative design process and then followed by developing sketching process. Based on this slide, there are 8 steps of creative design process. The creative design method can be modified in an academic setting to meet the specific goals and requirements of academic projects. In the context of academia, the steps of the creative design process are as follows. First, define the goals. Clearly define the goals of the academic project. Decide what the design should convey or achieve. Second, study and gather information. Conduct extensive study on the topic, issues, or academic area relevant to the project. The design will be influenced and inspired by the information, data, and reference gathered. Third, develop ideations and concept. Create ideations and concept based on the study conducted. Investigate different graphic representations of the academic message or theme. Explore different alternatives, brainstorming and draft initial ideas. Fourth, visualize and sketch. Create rough sketches or wireframes to visualize the layout, compositions, and hierarchy of the design elements. Experiment with different arrangements and visual structures to find the most effective representations of scientific content. Fifth, create digital design. Convert the drawn thoughts into digital design using graphic software. To create a thorough and aesthetically pleasing design, experiment with font, color scheme, photography, and other visual components. 6. Feedback and iterations. Ask peers, industry professionals, or academic advisors for their feedback. Solicit their opinions and constructive criticism. Make sure the design is consistent with academic goals by revising and improving it in response to comments you receive. 7. Refine and finish. Finalize and refine the design, taking user feedback into account. Pay close attention to the small elements and make sure the design is properly convey the message or academic content. Create high-resolution files for the design and optimize it for the target medium, such as print, presentations, or digital distributions to finalize it. Lastly, presentations and evaluations. Present the finished product to the target market or academic community. Analyze how well the design conveys the intended message or content. Consider audience or peer comments and observations as you move forward. It is important to remember that the academic design process may involve collaborations with professors, researchers, or other academic stakeholders. Throughout the process, effective communications and a clear understanding of academic goals and topics is critical. By adapting the creative design process to the academic environment, aesthetically compelling and powerful design can be created that clearly communicate academic ideas and research findings. Now, let's move to developing sketching process. As you can see from the slide, research and brainstorming come first in the sketching process. The students or designers will be guided by these first two phases as they refine their sketches. To finish the research, there are various resources available, including printed and digital resources. After that, the brainstorming exercise might aid in understanding the intended design and in developing a plan before sketching begins. The design process, which include thumbnails, semi-comprehensive, and comprehensive phases, is commonly used in a variety of creative fields, including graphic design, illustration, and even architecture. These phases are often used to explore and refine ideas before settling on a final design. Let us take a look at each phase. Thumbnails. Thumbnails are short, small format sketches that serve as the basic for developing initial concepts. At this stage, the designers consider various compositional choices, visual components, and layout. Thumbnails typically contain no information and are rough, but can serve as a starting point for a variety of concepts. Semi-comprehensive. Semi-comprehensive sketch often contain more details than initial rough sketches or thumbnails, but are not as mature as comprehensive draft. The semi-comprehensive sketch is approved and refined and may serve as the basic for the preparations of the final comprehensive sketch. The semi-comprehensive phase is an important part of the design process because it allows the designer to validate their design decision, solicit feedback, and revise their ideas. It helps minimize potential errors, misunderstanding, or rework that can occur when the final design is developed without pure explorations and consultations. In the comprehensive phase, the refined design from the semi-comprehensive phase are developed into very detailed rendering. In this phase, comprehensive and sophisticated rendering or mock-up of the selected concepts are created. Designers may use traditional media or digital tools to create this detailed design. In this phase, colors, typography, textures, and other intricate details are incorporated to further refine the visual elements. Digitizations. After completing the comprehensive design, the next step is to digitize the design. In this phase, the comprehensive design is transferred to digital format using design software or tools. The designers recreate the design digitally, incorporating accurate dimensions, colors, and other digital specific features. This process may include vectorizing the design, creating digital layers, and adapting the design to different digital platforms or media. This design process is usually an iterative loop with feedback and review at each level. The designers can go back and review earlier stages to further refine and improve the design based on the input received. It is important to remember that the design process may change depending on the project, client requirement, and chosen workflow. However, to produce quality graphic work, the main principles of understanding the brief, ideations, development, feedback, revisions, and completions are often followed. Keep in mind that the graphic design process is not always absolutely linear and may involve revisions and back and forth between steps. The method may also change depending on the needs of the project, the client preference, or designer's individual workflow. However, Using a structured design process ensures a methodical approach to creating attractive and useful graphic designs. Until here only. If there are any questions, you can contact me. Thank you and have a nice day.